Kuku njaye de enyade akekeke no so etubetwa Gold Board CEO Sammy Gyamfi still now no shake Afenyo Markin minority leader on that extortion any blackmail who essence someone. I just over the weekend minority leader or issue press statements after that no was here grantee interview ewo ho matumebo na ensamono mesanim into details masrawa. So subscribe to Trends GH your channel way na turn your notification bell no on for latest update. Na follow Trends GH on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X bibia Trends GH. Nebusu amasrawa me recommend 1 acre land amount. I me break it down 4 plots. Ewo Gomua de Benin chese busu bibia edano e de bibie pa. In fact, Cape Coast Accra Highway rebusuya enchempe tesania wo hu screen so no asase no so ebusuya eba no site planner ni nyina no ewo ahasei wo betumi a confirm from Lands Commission me here serious buyer enwiti frame na mefa price no emam so yambonra Gold Board CEO Sammy Gyamfi and minority leader Afenyo Markin and sensema sesia no ekoso monchimonka highway no so now yen na yebeke ya last week mu ho no na Gold Board CEO Sammy Gyamfi oyusu west bi ma Afenyo Markin minority leader say or extortionist or sounds so blackmailer now Sammy Gyamfi and some odi two dwa any other response or the ma Afenyo Markin on that Gold Board whether law so se cost ho and sensema air trend no wo baka ya Eric AJ oye NIP CEO ono so be kire mu say oh I Afenyo Markin extortion once and some nebusia ono so be ko deep kakra Emma Kevin Ekobedu telempo de obo alleged amount be say oh eno na ye sika ekodi Afenyo Markin na sase Emma manfo kura kire mu a Afenyo Markin o meyi ne ho ano so over the weekend ena Sammy Gyamfi okopie mu e wo news file Sammy Gyamfi ono de o chem say oh what it is a manfo okasa han Wesa or Yusuma Afenyo Markin enye extortionist any blackmailer no eno de ebedru ho but eba no West CBA any supermenta or Yusuma Afenyo Markin no amafo si oh Sammy Gyamfi ono wankese ye eno na Sammy Gyamfi o kire mu se sansam na o kan ye no order so agina ho.
When a man sets out to demonize you and denigrate you and to tag you with something he knows to be false, wages a persistent, sustained smear campaign against your person, and you have an opportunity to respond to that person, you don't give such a person a hug, a peck on the cheek, and a bouquet of flowers. You understand? Like Isaac Newton said in his third law of motion, for every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Afenyo Markin got the response he deserved. I never insulted him, and nobody can show me one word that I used that was insulting.
Even at the start, you seem to suggest that you don't know who he is.
It's part of
setting Afenyo Markin.
Yeah. That is how you respond to somebody who projects you as being liable of a criminal offense and says that you will not be able to meet your bail conditions.
Didn't he sound like he was being a little jovial?
But what did I do? Me too. I just compared him to Kojo Ponkroma, Abna Sare. Kojo Ponkroma, Abna Sare, and me, Anta. All of whom are his colleagues in parliament, MPP people, who have criticized us. And I said, when you listen to those criticisms, you see maybe lack of information, but they don't make it personal. But when you listen to him, you hear malice for Sammy Gyamfi. Other than that, who can read these IMF reports and even suggest that Sammy Gyamfi will have to meet onerous bail conditions to the tune of 22 billion? Because this issue is not about Sammy Gyamfi. So you see the smear campaign there. You get my point? Then he says, Obi Antongo de Moka. In this world, the most cheapest thing to trade is water. You went and supervised 4 consecutive years of losses at Ghana Water Limited when you were board chairman from 2017 to 2024. A cumulative loss of 3.3 billion. You were sent to ECG as board chair. You supervised another loss of 8.2 billion cedis in 2024. What on Suaboka? What on Kenya Boka? You are not asked to meet any onerous bail conditions. Sammy Gyamfi that has not incurred any loss. It is me who will meet onerous bail conditions.
So that's the point.
So
If the audit, if the audit exonerates you from the claims he makes, but why should you reply in such measure?
No, but that is why I'm saying that just like he can criticize me, he's also not beyond reproach. You get my point? So, Sammy Gyamfi should be criticized. Afenyo Markin should not be criticized. This is not an insult. I am showing you that this is your record. Cumulative loss of 3.3 billion at Ghana Water, 8.2 billion ECG. You are not facing any criminal action and onerous bill terms. Why should you project that on me when I have not made a loss?
After this, now Sammy Gyamfi was saying, say, Afiansa obebwera that extortionist, any blackmailer and some or the target minority leader, Afenyo Markin. Bebrenasio, I didn't know Sammy Gyamfi or you should that west, no, and on Sammy Gyamfi over the weekend. Or the minority leader, Afenyo Markin, send someone or cano, Sanyano cry. In fact, Samson Ladi, ayenini, so no cry a lawyer. When you Afenyo Markin pa, on see or no Sammy Gyamfi, because obekom.
You see, my brother, there are many underlying issues between I and Afenyo Markin that you don't know and those watching don't know. I have appeared on Newsfile many times. Perhaps in this country, I have held more press conferences on political issues than anybody. Have you ever heard me use the word extortion against any of my critics? Have you ever heard me? Why will I use this word now? And why have you not heard Afenyo say anything about that or challenge me or threaten to sue? So the MPP people talking, there are things you don't know. I will not just, I'm a consummate Democrat. I eat and drink debate. I'm not worried.
Call the minority leader an extortionist.
I'm not worried if you criticize him. Yes. And that is why he cannot comment on that or even challenge me. He cannot. Because he knows that what I said is true. So there are many things that you may not have the benefit of.
Afenyo Markin is a self-made man.
No problem.
He's got the chain of businesses.
Maybe tell him that.
Why does he need to come and extort money from Gold Board?
Tell him that you want to be his lawyer so that he sues Sammy Gyamfi to substantiate that claim. Tell him. Or tell him that you give him an interview here and Sammy Gyamfi will come and that you should dare Sammy Gyamfi. That is not an insult. I'm speaking about what has happened and he knows.
Sammy Gyamfi na no ensi kura no asan kire mu se eba no nsama wesa oyusuma minority leader Afenyo Markin na otese onu wankasa ne comrade honorable Nii Lante former MP for Ododo constituency kura na be kire mu se ono Sammy Gyamfi wankese ye e ma cha se amanfo a descend on honorable Nii Lante no ono Sammy Gyamfi we hu bi but ne akoso ni nyina no ensem we na oka wo hu.
Now finally, my good brother, Honorable Nii Lante. And here I want to address our rank and file. We're
told his campaign is doomed.
Yeah. I want to address our rank and file. Honorable Nii Lante is one of the people who have been very supportive of my young political career projection. I consider him a senior brother. And I know that he harbors no ill will towards me. But we are all not perfect. Sometimes, in communicating, something may come across in a way we never intended it. The man says he's sorry. I believe it ends there. Yesterday, I had a very hearty conversation with him, and we've put it behind us because at the end of the day, we in the NDC have a party to build and a nation to govern. And so that is all I want to say about that. But you see, the feedback that some of the comparisons and the words were strong is duly understood and taken in good faith. But I have explained to you that that is how you crash deliberate, malicious smear campaigns. When somebody wants to, for 3 months, Sammy Gyamfi, Gold Board, you don't give such a person a peg on the cheek, a hug, and a bouquet of flowers.
Okay.
You call him out for the world to know that what he's doing is not born out of any quest for accountability. It is personal. And the reason why he is on that personal smear campaign is extortion.
Don't repeat that.
I've told you.
It's a news file program, no so no. Bibi Koswa, na very interesting because Kofi Bento of Imani Ghana, on making a submission, no chem say, Sammy Gyamfi, about the West Libya will use Suma. Afenyo Markin na. Me wa Bible quote. Emma was Sammy Gyamfi. Kofi Bento na no see ya no, and Sammy Gyamfi ono so chirem say, ono so Bible quotation. Emma Kofi Bento were in summer on the two na mentia says Proverbs one so parment what was.
But look, find it in yourself, okay?
that space is hot, toned down as much as possible, including, the Bible says, if they hit you on the left cheek, turn the right cheek. It looks silly. Proverbs 15 says that a soft answer turns away wrath.
Since you quoted the Bible, I want to quote the Bible and also end. Samson.
As long as you're not wearing white.
I have not insulted anybody. Somebody attacked my person and I have responded. And you quoted Proverbs, so let me also quote you Proverbs 26, verse 5. It says, answer a fool according to his folly, or he will be wise in his own eyes. Okay. So, please, I have just given somebody the response he asked for.
Into Sammy Gyamfi, extortionist, any blackmailer who sends some other target Afenyo Markin on 2 separate occasions. Ebano Jubilee House and somebody to go and somebody go to Ga Ewo Joy News file gono. And on Ebusia Saturday night, minority leader Afenyo Markin or they communicate way about one thing. Now, I say, over the past week, all manner of insults and personal attacks have been directed at me, apparently in an attempt to impugn my character and divert attention from the substantive questions I have raised. False and defamatory allegations have also been made about my motives for questioning the losses incurred under the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program and the role of Gold Board in those transactions. These allegations are entirely false, and I reject them without qualification. Now, quote the next paragraph. Or say, I recognize that in public life, those who are uncomfortable with legitimate scrutiny may push back. In some cases, they may resort to false allegations, personal attacks, and ridicule in an effort to shift attention from the substantive issues and make the person asking the questions the subject of controversy. On the defamatory statement made against me personally, I intend to pursue the appropriate legal remedies. Meanwhile, my attention and that of the caucus I lead remains firmly focused on the program, the decisions taken, and the public funds involved. Signed, Afenyo Markin. Nitinti nitetia na say Sammy Gyamfi and some other abetuja say ono Afenyo Markin or extortionist or sanye blackmailer no. Enya no kre enu nti obesiu Sammy Gyamfi. Now, Honorable Afenyo Markin, or in same way to Saturday, no. Sunday, and Journal, and also copy more Joy News, or more program back also, a minority leader, or more sign beside and say, oh, Ebano extortionist once and some Sammy Gyamfi, or the Atagona. Yet to say, oh, Honorable Afenyo Markin, what's so back of court? Response are signed it to Gano, Yentimbra.
Will you be going to court on the other issue?
Regarding, I have made certain.
I've seen your statement.
I'm saying I've made certain statements. I would rely on them without more. Don't rush. You see, in the Bible, Jesus was accused, wild allegations. He kept quiet and watched them. He could have done anything, but you see, when you are dealing with situations, the people of Ghana expect a certain level of maturity from me. The people of Ghana see that this is an accomplished businessman. He's been in the space for some time. He's leading a group. The tradition of the party MPP that I lead expects a certain level of conduct. So if I would be carried away with emotions, I will fail. It's not an emotional game. It's not a game that somebody attacks you, you should also react. No, you won't get it. There's always a bait in politics. But
you see this as a bait?
I'm saying that there is always a bait.
No, I'm asking you specific questions.
I'm saying that there is always a bait in politics. And don't underestimate. Opponents also have a strategy. I was a majority leader. I know how government operates. I know how government can divert attention. So I have been there. Because the government must hold itself together. So it can be throw this in. Today, social media, let's divert attention, let's stay in the man. But look, Carlos.
Is that what is happening?
Carlos, in opposition, like I said, was Atufose not in court? Was it not worse than my situation? You get what I mean? So, as for this game, I want to assure the party that the mandate they gave me, God willing, that mandate will be discharged. We would work hard. The people of Ghana expect us to do nothing less. They expect us as minority to be forthright, to work hard, to hold the feet of government to the fire. We will do that. All other things that will come, we'll deal with it. So don't worry.
That's Ramete. Afenyo Jesus Markin, minority leader, and some way now odi atuga. So even Jesus Christ, amafo kansem bebre, e kantro etono so. Now so Jesus, ni nyina no, wambo wakra wo ho. Enu ntanya wanwa say ono Afenyo Markin, amafo so the allegations etono so. So last week mo ho no, Sammy Gyamfi the statement a odi betu dwa about gold board ho sensema minority leader Afenyo Markin oje so parliament eni gume wo no. Honorable Nii Lante Vanderpool betire mu say Sammy Gyamfi ne choice of words no ebusuya entwa yie enu nti no ohun ne say Sammy Gyamfi o miscommunicate ye Sammy Gyamfi onye good communicator te say onu Nii Lante Vanderpool na ko be hu hawa oba address asam no afa. Honorable Nii Lante Vanderpool o de sansam ne betu dwa no NDC grassroots bebrena no edisende on him. In fact, Kevin Ekobedi Taylor Ibradango mpodi otifri wa Monchimonka highway no so parliament odema Nii Lante Vanderpool no eseweni ensa wakatre. Eno na honorable Nii Lante Vanderpool over the weekend no or the apology eba ma Sammy Gyamfi say enya se na okese tie Sammy Gyamfi ana say o undermine Sammy Gyamfi eye ne contribution ana say hawa okasafa eno nti ne kasa okan ye no entwa yie Sammy Gyamfi any NDC grassroots ni nyina no efenche no ena ebi kura chem say oh we the honorable Nii Lante Vanderpool enya say oba contest us national chairman of the NDC na ka apology we mpo de na kanya de baba because we sha ebia position a opening ti no NDC grassroots for bebrena no omu edwalai nti apology ode ba ye no ena ekodu Kevin Taylor na kachi a wo kire mu say Nii Lante Vanderpool o make that comment no also pa no enu ti honorable Nii Lante Vanderpool wa apologize here eno so our reactions wo ho.
Honorable Nii Lante Vanderpool the issue eba up, and it's got to do with a year statement he made after Sammy Gyamfi reacted to a year Afenyo Markin's attacks, malignment, or whatever you want to call it, deliberate misinformation and disinformation about he himself and the Gold Board as an institution. And yesterday, a year the former Ododio constituency, a year MP, Nii Lante Vanderpool, was on TV. He made some comments. Majority of the people in the NDC and also in Ghana felt he was supposed to be a little bit cautious. And I say cautious in a very humble way. Those words he made, or those statements he made, did not go well, and we all reacted. In fact, I know it wasn't his intent to make those statements. A lot of people got very furious, especially his own party people. They felt that in the middle of these heated issue, the statement he'd made wasn't the right time to make that statement. But there's one thing I can tell you. This man went back, reflected on the statement he made, and as an honorable man came out to apologize for his actions. The most important thing is for a man to understand he faulted. And that does not take anything from him. It does not take his credibility from him. It does not take whatever he has achieved in his life from him. It shows there are people out there who are willing to let people understand when I falter, when maybe I miscommunicate. I am human, and at the end of the day, I can apologize. This man has apologized for his statement, which so many people, especially his NDC followers and base, were not happy about. And we would like to say we really appreciate and respect this apologies. We know from his experience, such things would never be repeated. So we really respect his apology. We respect the respect he has shown to every single person who had an issue with what he said. So from Loud Silence Media, we actually reacted, and we would like to say apology has been accepted, It shows maturity. And from today, we move on as a people. And I believe that Ghanaians, the NDC, people who, like this man, have followed him throughout his political life, they will also understand that there are matured people amongst us, and when they offend and sincerely come out to apologize, it's very important we let it go and move on. So Nii Lante Van der Poel has done the right thing, and then we also have to understand, we applaud him for what he has done. The NDC is a party that is filled with people with discipline. When they falter, they understand, they believe, and they apologize. And that is what he has done.
Ebusan, feel free. Let's try to your comment section. Next video we send a bear for us or monster a bekebi. Macro.